Hello everyone, very warm welcome to all of you. This is your mathematics educator Abhinav Jha, and today I've come with yet another video on a very interesting concept, that is why 0 factorial is 1. So we all learned this in the chapter of permutations and combinations, and there are few more formulas that I might be coming up with later on, the derivation of NPR and NCR respectively. But yes, this is going to be a very interesting quick session, short session on this very important formula. So a lot of students in the lower grades, है ना, छोटे क्लास में जो बच्चे होते हैं 7th 8th grade में, they also nowadays are asking, sir 3 factorial कितना होता है, 4 factorial कितना होता है, and they all are learning these interesting concepts and they are asking me in my regular classes, because obviously today's day and age everybody has the access of YouTube and they are learning few things but not in a structured way. Correct. So that's where the Maths Unleashed program helps you in order to learn everything and why and how behind everything. That's the reason why many of my videos which will come on this platform will have a tagline like why, how, right? Because that will develop your thinking skills and you will be actually absorbing these concepts for long durations, and this will help you in problem solving. So I will be deriving why 0 factorial is 1. Okay, chalo, let's understand a very simple thing. Let's take 4 factorial and let me divide it by 4. Okay, I will solve this concept by 2 methods. One is induction, and then secondly I will do this by deduction. Okay. Induction means basically try and error, right? Hit and trial, you can say hit and trial, and it is basically seeing few trends, right? Induction means you check few trends, like you would have learned, few students would have learned in mathematical induction chapter, like how we derive, right? We assume pk is true, and then using p of 1 we prove pk plus 1 is true, so we prove one particular theorem or formula, right? So that is called as induction. That is nothing but hit and trial, like you derive number of subsets formula. Correct. What is the formula? 2 to the power of n. How you do it? Some people say, okay sir, if I have one element in a set, it will have 2 subsets, null set and that number itself. Then if I have 2 elements, it will have 4. Then if I have 3 elements, it will have 8. So from the trend we can say that 2 power 1, 2 power 2 and 2 power 3. So that means we have derived this formula using induction. But if I derive the 2 power n formula using principle of multiplication, and if I say that, okay, if I have to create a subset, I'm going with a box and every element will have 2 options. So 2 into 2 into 2 and so on, 2 to the power of n, right? So that's where we get this interesting thing, that the formula can be derived with either induction or deduction. So firstly, I'm trying to do by induction. So 4 factorial by 4 would become what you also say, we can say 4 factorial means 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 4, so that becomes how much? 3 into 2 into 1, which is 3 factorial, right? Similarly 3 factorial by 3 would be 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 3, which is nothing but 2 factorial. Similarly 2 factorial by 2 would be how much? 1 factorial. And therefore by this formula or this concept we can definitely say that n factorial by n is actually n minus 1 factorial, right? It's coming 1 lesser than that. Therefore 1 factorial by 1 would be 0 factorial. And what is 1 factorial? 1 itself. So that 0 factorial will actually be 1 by 1, which is nothing but 1 only. And that is the reason why 0 factorial is considered as 1. But what we used is induction. Okay. Now I'll quickly use the deduction concept. So deduction. So I will use a very interesting experiment in this. I'll do experiment. Okay. So what I will do is, I will say that, let's suppose I have to arrange 5 objects why I've taken 5? I can take n also, but for your understanding and easier, you can say that way of framing it, I have just used 5. So if I have to arrange 5 objects in 5 places, I have to arrange 5 objects in 5 places. So how many ways we can do it? So some people can either use principle of multiplication, correct? So you can either use principle of multiplication, or you can either use NPR formula. So principle of multiplication will say we have 5 places and 5 objects. So we will, first place can be filled in 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Correct? Whereas NPR formula says it is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial, which is also derived using principle of multiplication. So what I can say is this will be equated to n factorial, that is 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 5, because n and r both are same. So what we will get is, we will get 5 factorial, this is also 5 factorial, is equal to 5 factorial by 0 factorial. And from there you can say that, okay, 0 factorial will go up, so 0 factorial will come as 5 factorial by 5 factorial, which is nothing but 1. Similarly, I could have done this experiment on n objects. So for n objects, I would have got that 0 factorial is n factorial by n factorial, which is again 1. So that is the reason why 0 factorial is 1. Here I have used the method of deduction. So that's how I will be using a lot of experiments, lot of concepts, and obviously I'll be mixing lower grade concepts and formulas in order to make you understand the higher grade concepts, not only in grade 11th but from the grade 8, 9, 10th, 11th. Anybody who wants to learn and enjoy maths can obviously follow this amazing platform of iScholar, and you can join my premium course of Maths Unleashed and learn from me in a small size batch. These are the premium features of Maths Unleashed program, and you can comment in the chat box, or you can contact us for all the queries which you have. Okay, see you in the batches soon, see you in my next video. Until then, take care, bye bye.